Here I'm logged into that same course as a student. I'm going to see an activity that's due at the end of September, so I will launch it and attempt it. It's telling me the other details of this activity. I've not attempted it, and I'll click the launch button to try it for the first time. Once the LTI launch is performed, I'll see my activity here. I can go full screen or come back into the activity, and then I can just scroll down and start attempting the activity. Here's a multi-part assessment. Once I've finished a multi-part quiz, I need to click the Finish button as a student for my grade to be recorded. Now that it's finished, that activity has been completed. I can move down and attempt the next one. Another multi-part activity. And I did not as well on this one. And finally, there's an essay. For this essay, I'm simply going to copy and paste some text and see how I did. Did not do well. So now I've completed this activity and I have a grade in the gradebook. I come back to the gradebook and I can view my performance here. I scored a 9 out of 20 on this activity. And if I want to see the details, I can launch the Pressbooks Results Viewer. Here, I'll see all of the activities that have been completed in the course from this drop-down menu. In this case, there's only one. But here I can see the name of the activity. I can see the grade scheme here. It's best attempt. I can see it was out of 20 points. And I can see that I scored a 9 out of 20. And here's how I earned my score. For each of these activities, I can also click on this number and see a bit more detail about how I earned this score. I can expand that to see the activity. I can choose from this drop-down all the different attempts I've made, some previous ones, as well as the one that I just took. I scored 0, Lincoln. Okay, so I got that one incorrect. What I may want to do is come back and reattempt this activity to try to improve my score. I will launch the activity again, and I can see my previous score was 9 out of 20. Well, remember that I'm using my best score. So I'm not going to attempt this activity again. I did that well the first time. I'm only going to reattempt the one that I struggled with before. And we'll see how I did here. I scored a 4 out of 5. Let's retry this and try again one more time. And here now I've scored a 5 out of 5. Again, as a student, I come back to the gradebook and I can see my grades now at 13 out of 20. That's good. And if I view the Pressbooks Results Viewer, those last 2 attempts will also have been logged. So here I'll pick my fill in the blank activity and I'll see here was my second attempt where I missed the last question. I incorrectly said Minnesota. And here's my final attempt where I got them all correct. And those are the answers that I submitted. That's what a student will see and experience as they do this. The instructor review is very similar with a couple of small differences. Alright, here I'm logged in as the instructor, and when I load the Pressbooks Results Viewer, the main differences here will be I will see all of my students listed below. I have a search button that allows me to search for students in the course, and I'm able to see Report Grading Issue. This lets me fill in a form and contact the Pressbooks support team if any of my students are having problems submitting their grades or seeing their grades properly displayed. Again, for the students, I can see when I view the answers, I can see the correct versus incorrect answers. And in the instructor view, I will also see what the correct answer is each time. The student won't see that, but the instructor will, since it's okay for the instructors to see the correct answer. And that's how the Pressbooks Results Viewer works for instructors.